Hey guys, welcome back to the video. So today I thought I would sit down and film a foundation routine, my current foundation routine at least. I don't know if it's ever going to change, but right now I like what I'm doing. So I thought I would share it with you guys. I have very dry textured skin, so if you have wavy skin, this might not work for you. But if you have dry skin and you struggle with your foundation, maybe this will help you. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. I've currently been well, first off I should say that my face is already prepped, washed, moisturized and stuff like that. I did use hyaluronic acid. I currently like the Origin, yeah, the Origin hyaluronic acid, so I use that one. I also wash my face. I'm using the Shea Moisture face cleanser right now, but I don't like it, so I'm not even gonna like go further into that. And I also moisturize my face with the First Aid Beauty Hydrating Moisturizer. Right now though, I don't use any kind of primer. I haven't found a primer that I really like. I do want to try the Milk Hydro Grip primer, but it is pretty pricey, so I haven't bought that. But I do know that e.l.f. has a pretty good dupe for it, but I just can't find it. I went to Walmart earlier today too, and I tried looking for it there and I couldn't find it. I'm sure they probably have it at Target. I just haven't gotten a chance to like purchasing it and trying it out, but I do want to give that a try. But as of right now, I don't use any primer. I just make sure my face is moisturized very well. And before my foundation, I do like to cream, contour, and highlight before. I feel like it helps me not use so much foundation. So I like to go ahead and cream contour first. So I'm going to go ahead and take this LA Girl Pro Concealer. This is the shade Chestnut, and I really like this. I think the first time I tried it, I thought it was way too pigmented, but using it a bit more, I think I've gotten the hang of it. So I just put that in the areas that you normally would, and then I go in with a brush. This brush is just a Morphe brush. You don't have to be anything too fancy. So I'm just gonna blend that out onto my cheekbones. And I pretty much just like put this in the regular areas, you know? And I like the way this looks underneath the foundation. I don't know, I feel like it gives a very natural, like it looks like it's coming from within, if that makes any sense. And then I like to go along my jawline. If it's one thing I hate about myself, it is my jaw. I just hate it so much. I wish if I could, I would like get surgery on it. I would. And of course, I do my nose. I never was concerned about nose contouring ever, but once I started, I just like gave it a try, and now I can't go back. I don't know why, and I feel like I have a pretty small nose already, so I feel like I don't really need it, but I love doing it. I don't know why. It's just once I started, I couldn't stop. And I really like to go underneath my nose because I want my nose to look like up. Does that make sense? Like I'm rich, but I'm not rich. And sometimes I go on my forehead. I feel like I have a small forehead, so I don't really contour it much. And now that I have bangs, I literally just cut my bangs like moments before I started filming. I was straightening my hair, and I've been really tired of my hair lately. And I really want a haircut, but I'm also scared to go anywhere, so I haven't gone. And even if we weren't in the middle of a pandemic or anything like that, I feel like I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go. So I just like I cut my bangs because I was bored with my hair. So they're not like that short. I figured I would leave them right now, and then if I want to go shorter, I might go shorter later. For now, I guess they're okay. I'm gonna blend out my contour with a smaller brush. I like to go with the darker shade first, like the bronzing or contouring shade first, just because I feel like if it gets too messy, I can always clean it up with the concealer. I don't worry about it being like too nice. But for concealer, I do like either the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, Their regular Camo Concealer or even the Juvia's Place Magic Concealer is a really good one. This is very, very pigmented, very, very pigmented. But today I'm going to go in with this one because I want to be a little bit dewy today. And those ones are, they're not dry, but they're not as dewy as this one, or hydrating. So I'm going to go ahead and take this. I like to put it like one swipe here and one swipe here, just to start off with. And I like to blend it out with a sponge. This sponge is from Wet n Wild and I freaking love it. It is my baby. And then every now and then I will spray my, this is already wet, it's damp with water, but every now and then I do like to spray it with the e.l.f. Dewy Setting Mist. And then I just blend it out. Then for my nose, I bring it all the way up on the side of the nose. I feel like you really don't need that much concealer. You don't need to do that whole like triangle thing that everybody else does, because I feel like for the most part concealer should go a long way. I was growing a horn out of my forehead for like, I don't know how long, 2 weeks, literally 2 weeks, and it hurt so bad. Oh my gosh, it was so painful to even like touch, and it's finally going away, but you can like still see it. Oh my god, but it was like nothing, like how it is now. It's nothing compared to what it was. For the bridge of my nose, I'm going to take the bigger side and just go down on it just to blend it out a little bit. And I do want to take just a tiny bit of concealer, tiny bit, and just do a little highlighting. I don't like to take too much because then I feel like I lose the contour a bit. So I'm just going to try to blend this out carefully. And then sometimes I'll just take that same brush that I blended it out with and then just go back over it with no more product on it, just whatever's left on the brush. What I use is the Milani 2-in-1 foundation. I love this foundation with every inch of my soul. Okay, and I only take a little bit because I feel like with the concealer already down, I don't need much foundation. So I take a little bit first, and then I'm gonna spray this and then just blend it out. That's why I like going in with the concealer and bronzer first, because the concealer, I feel like since it's already underneath my eyes, I don't need to put too much product underneath there, which prevents a lot of the creasing. And then the bronzer underneath the foundation just looks really pretty coming from underneath it. So yeah, I even put like too much. Ugh, tiny forehead. And then with whatever is left on the sponge, I'm gonna go over my nose. With whatever's left, I'm gonna take it down my neck. So I do also like to go in with cream blush. Sometimes I don't, it just depends on my mood. I will skip it every now and then. But what I do is I do like to use this one from BH. But if not, then I honestly use lipstick sometimes, which I'm going to do today. I like to take the lipstick, rub it on the back of my hands. And then I like to take this brush that I got from, I don't know, probably from whenever I used to have Ipsy bag or something like that. And just pounce that in. You use what you got. You use what you got, you know? I really love blush, so I can get heavy-handed sometimes. But that's okay. I don't know what it is about blush. It was something that I was always like, yeah, who cares about? But now, I love it. It's my obsession. Then I'm going to take my sponge and just blend everything in together. with the cream products all down, I'm gonna take just the tiniest bit, and I cannot stress this enough, the tiniest bit of powder. Tiny. And I went ahead and got rid of the creases under my eyes. I'm just gonna set this area. I'm gonna pat the powder in. I washed my brushes recently, and this one, like, it dried really weird. Oopsies. And I'm just setting underneath this area just to prevent creasing. And that's it. That's all I set for now, at least. I do go in and kind of bake very little the sides of my nose after I go in with my contouring powders. But yeah, that's pretty much all the setting that I do for my powder bronzer contouring. I mainly use this one. This is the Makeup Revolution Lights and Contour Pro palette, I guess. And I just take a mixture of all of them. I just like rub it through and then go in. This isn't like my holy grail contouring palette. It's just something that I grab often because it's like the first thing there. But I do also like the Chocolate Soleil bronzer from Too Faced, and the Park Avenue Princess bronzer from Tarte. That one's a good one. Anastasia Contour Kit is also a good one. Hello, duh. But this one is the one that I grab mostly because, like I said, it's just always right there. It's the first thing that's there when I open my drawer, and it's probably because I use it and I just throw it in, and of course it's the first thing there. So now I'm gonna take a smaller brush, and instead of mixing them this time, I'm gonna use the coolest tone shade in the palette, and that's what I'm gonna use to contour my nose. And once that's done, I like to take the edge of it and just kind of pat the shadow down. And then you can always do that little line up top. I do it sometimes, and then after I do it, I regret it. So I'm not gonna do it now because I don't want to regret it. So that's gonna stay there for now. And then I normally do blush now. For blush, I'm gonna use the Sailor Moon and ColourPop blush in Cat's Eye, right? Yeah, Cat's Eye. I'm gonna use this blush. This is one of my most used blushes because I love it so much. But I also really like the Juvia's Place blush palette, the volume 2. That one is gorgeous. The Tarte blushes are really, really good. I have some of those. And sometimes, like I said, I do go heavy-handed with blush. So this might be too much for some people. And I do take a little bit on my nose sometimes. I'm going to take some of the translucent powder and just carve out my nose. This is the only baking you'll see me do, and I don't even leave it on for that long. Just like that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and move on to highlight. I've been loving loose highlights lately. I love the Juvia's Place one, and also Wet n Wild has one that I have. I don't know where it's at right now, but that one is also amazing. They are so freaking blinding. But I've currently been really loving the KVD Crush Metals highlighters. I got this one and this one. If I can open it, hello. Okay. This one, these two, these I found at TJ Maxx. I'm so happy I freaking did because they were gorgeous. So this one is Rose Shock and Gravitron, I think is how you pronounce it. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna use this one because I feel like it goes with the vibe that I have going on right now. So I'm gonna pat that down. in normal highlighting spaces, and then I like to rub it. I don't know what oh, it's so pretty. So freaking pretty. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe this off. My favorite part of everything is my nose highlight. I love highlighting my nose. I don't know what it is. I feel like it just brings in everything. You can't stop. It won't ever stop. You can't stop me. And that's pretty much it. That's really it. I need to finish off my eyes and put on some lipstick, and then I'll be right back. Finish off the eyes and the lips. I'm gonna zoom you guys in a little bit just so you can see a bit better what my skin looks like. So it's not in focus. Focus, you son of a bitch. Okay, so I hope this is zoomed in enough and you guys can see a bit more. I feel like, of course, my skin isn't perfect. Nobody's skin is perfect. I feel like you can still see a little bit of texture on my skin. My skin still looks like skin. It doesn't feel like too heavy or anything like that. Definitely don't want everybody thinking that you need to bake, you need to pile on makeup or pile on the concealer to look like a lot of the people do here on YouTube or even Instagram, because not everybody needs that. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because everybody else is doing it doesn't mean everybody else should be doing it. And yeah, I mean, that's it. I know I always felt like I had to do that because everybody else was doing it and everybody else's skin looked so flawless, and I always thought I was doing something wrong because my skin always looked like a desert. And I finally realized that just doesn't work for my skin. It's not gonna work for everybody out there. So don't feel pressure to pile on so much powder or so much concealer and foundation, you know. I don't know. I'm just talking. I don't know what I'm even saying. I really like my bangs. I think I might go shorter. I don't know, because I like them like this. Okay. Okay, I'm done. I think I'm done. That honestly didn't take that long. I thought it was gonna take a lot longer, but it didn't. What time is it? Took me about an hour, right? An hour and a half maybe to do my whole face. Is there anything else I have to say? I don't think so. I think that's it. Thank you so much for oh my god, I can't talk. Thank you so much for watching. I hoped this helped out somebody out there with dry skin, dry and textured skin just like me. Remember to subscribe if you haven't already, and if you already are, thank you from the bottom of my itty bitty heart. It does mean the world to me. Remember to follow me on Instagram. I'll have it down below. I'll have whatever social media that I have down below. I haven't been posting lately because there's been just a lot of stuff going on, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.